Yeah, let's do this. TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer. Yeah. Here we go, yeah. I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer, on this gaming thing. Gonna bang 'em up, gonna shoot 'em up, right here on the gaming string. Bang, bang, blaze 'em all up. TJ Quake, we're busting like 1, 2, 3, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer. Yeah. Here we go, yeah. I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer, on this.
What's cracking, peoples, ladies and gentlemen of the world of the class? Luigi's in the his act. What's up, dude? What's cracking, man? Just saw you jump on the flow, you know. Actually, I came on here today because I'm throwing out some words from my peoples. Because if any of y'all don't know who Geeks and Gamers are, they're a group of cats, YouTubers created by the man himself, Jeremy, who started Geeks and Gamers back in the day when the whole Star Wars craziness started going down. And I've been a big fan of the Geeks and Gamers YouTube channel for some time, and Jeremy and his content and all the cats that they brought in on there. And so I had to come on here today because, my boys have been disrespected. They've been disrespected, Luigi. So anyway, I had to come on here and I just got to throw my 2 words out there because, I very much respect these guys. They kind of got me, into what I'm doing, a lot of the stuff that I do right now. And so today is more of like more of a little at Zack Snyder, the guy who just released his new remake of Justice League. And the main reason why I got on here is because Geeks and Gamers and a lot of other YouTubers out there that have been in the mix, Young Rippa and Neurotic and Uchi, these cats like that, Ryan, a lot of these cats like that, they've been in the mix for a while back in the Star Wars thing, and there's a bunch of craziness going on between the Star Wars fans and Disney with their whole freaking shenanigans with Disney, with Star Wars. And I've always been, a major fan of my boy George Lucas since I was yay high. Yeah, that speaks my age. I was like 6 years old when daggum Star Wars first hit the scene. And George Lucas was the icon of icons for me. So I just had to come on here, say my little piece, give my little support for Geeks and Gamers, because Geeks and Gamers has been out there and been a voice for all of us gamers, for all of us YouTubers, Twitch cats, all of us cats out there that do this stuff, this guy Jeremy has been, making things crack, and along with all the other YouTubers out there, they've been making things crack, and they've been the voice of keeping certain movies on track. Most of the left, which I call the demo flipnicks, they don't like when we get out there and we speak our mind about things that we don't like. Like Luigi, if you have a game that you don't like and you express your feelings about it, you don't expect people to come out there and start hating on you because you just don't like the game. Well, maybe the game wasn't for you. You probably like, it's not for me. I'm not having any fun with it. So you express your opinions on it. Geeks and Gamers does that, and all the rest of the YouTubers out there that do this shit, they review, and they're the true critics, in my opinion. When people go to Rotten Tomatoes, nobody looks at the Rotten Tomatoes score. They look at the audience score, because the audience score is really what counts to me. Because I want to hear what the audience, the real people that go to watch these movies with no biased opinions, and they go in there and they watch these movies and go, the movie's like, oh, damn, that movie was off the chain. That was the movie right there, And, well, that was the freaking game right there, which actually I'm going to be streaming later on tonight. A new game that's, you might be interested in, Luigi, if you, what is this game called? It's called Between the Stars. Dude! This game is off the freaking chain. But I don't want to get all too far into that just yet, because I got to get back on the subject here with Geeks and Gamers and what went down with Zack Snyder, the director for the Justice League. Zack Snyder, to me, I'm going to put it right out there, he's a punk and he's a coward. And the reason why I say that is because this guy was being backed by all these cats. Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy and all of them put this event together for suicide prevention. And it was a really big thing that they were doing. Zack Snyder, from what I heard, I think he had, like, I don't know if it was a family member or if his daughter or something like that. She died from suicide or something like that. So this event was kind of for him, and also celebrating, the coming of his new movie, or his new director's cut, revamped version of Justice League, because the movie Justice League didn't get the due process that he wanted, because he went through that little ordeal with the family situation that went down. And so he dropped out of it, and somebody else finished the movie off. And of course, Justice League wasn't the greatest to everybody's expectations. Zack Snyder decided he was going to come back and revamp the movie to the way it was supposed to be. And he was going to do this big thing to make it for the fans. And the fans were going to get this new cut of Justice League that was going to be like, oh, dang, dude. Like, Zack Snyder's going to put Justice League the way it should have been, the way it should be. And of course, by all means, he did do that and everything. The problem with people like Zack Snyder, though, is what I found out in this situation is the Jeremy and Uchi, I think this was presented on Uchi's channel, which I'm going to get ready to show you guys what went down, and we'll talk about what's really going to happen after this. Zack Snyder pretty much throws Geeks and Gamers under the bus. These guys uplifted this man's freaking movie. We're all behind his shiz. These guys raised $60,000 on their own right before Snyder even came on. Before he even came on, they already raised up to $60,000 and everything for the freaking cause, and in celebration of his freaking movie that they're freaking pushing for his freaking behind. So this fool decides to do some stupid shit, and I'm going to let you see that before I speak any more on it, and then you guys can kind of see where I'm coming from, and then we'll go from there. So let me go over here to that little cut real quick. I'm going to show y'all. Where we at, Zacky, Snydery. I gotta get to my little spot on here if I can find it. Okay, I forgot if I put it on this one. I think I did. Okay. So let's see if I can get this right here going. I'm going to show this, and this is what happens. They invite this guy into the thing. He agrees to do this shiz and everything, and you're about to find out what goes there. I will talk about when we finish this thing. Let's just see if we can get this cracking real quick.
What's up, man?
Oh wait, hold up a second. Hold up a second. I gotta get this reset again, because this thing is reset this sucker. And let's see if we can get it going.
Hey guys, how you doing? How's everybody doing?
Hey, you doing? Dadgummit, still not doing it right. Hold on. I hate when I do this stuff and this stuff don't come out the way it's supposed to come out. Now go back to the YouTuber. There it is. All right, Luigi. I'll catch you in a second, dog. Keep up. So let me see if I can get this right here. So I keep messing this thing up. See if we can get it going.
Good. This a quick thing before.
No. That's not what I wanted.
What's up, man?
Almost
Let's try this again. Because every time I try to get this thing right on the Windows thing, shit don't never work correctly. I think it's supposed to be that. Make sure I got the right one here. Okay, let's just go ahead. Bring her back.
But if they would have made over $100,000 easy if he wouldn't have done this stupid thing. And we'll talk about this more. This is gonna be
another cat that was up there talking about this.
On this, and then I want to go into the rap. But let's go over this. So this is right when he walks in.
What's up, man?
Hey guys.
Dadgummit, it's still not showing it. I don't know why this thing keeps messing up. I'm gonna have to re-get the link again. Put it back in here. Let me just get the link again. Put the shiz back in here because this thing is acting stupid. I'll have to just redo it. Redo it on the retime. I'm gonna have to take this one off and add another one in. That's what we're gonna have to do. Let's see here. So don't mind me, y'all. I'm just having to get this thing right back on here because the image that I was trying to bring up, media source, isn't coming up the way it's supposed to. So I'm putting in another one and just do it the right way. Seeing how this don't want to do it the right way. Well, let's see. Will I go with browser? Actually, I don't even know if it's even supposed to be browser, to be honest with you. I thought it was supposed to be window capture. Yeah, it's not even supposed to be this. Cancel that. It's supposed to be window capture. Yeah, Windows capture. Let's go with this one here. I'm going to do that. Windows capture 3. And boom. Let's see what happens, y'all. Let's see what happens.
What's up, man?
Hey guys.
It still ain't doing it.
Hey guys.
The hell, dude. Capture the damn screen. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. Hold up. I got on capture 3. That's the one it's supposed to be on. I don't know why this thing keeps doing this, but anyway.
How's everybody doing?
You may only be able to hear this, y'all.
Just a quick thing before we get started. I know that on our donation page, we still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that I really we talked about this, and we're really not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers as far as I'm concerned, and I really just want to make that clear. And I also want to just say, in light of recent events, I think we really, if justice teaches us anything, it's about coming together, and there's no room for hate. And I just think that it's important. It's an important message. And of course, as the father of Asian children, it really hits close to home for me. And I just really want to put that out there that we all, there's no room for hate, and that's just what it's about.
Absolutely. I believe.
So that's what I could get out of that. Sorry for the mess up and everything. The stupid thing wasn't working correctly the way I wanted it to work. So it's all good. It's all good and everything. Let me get back to my Nova chat. So anyway, that's kind of what went down right there. Snyder came on the channel and he pretty much screwed over everybody. He went on there and basically distanced himself, disavowed himself from Geeks and Gamers. Because, most people say, oh, well, he did it because he's getting a lot of pressure. He's under a lot of pressure from Warner Brothers and Warner Brothers is they're freaking causing all kinds of havoc for him and everything. Need I remind you guys, if he was getting all this pressure and it was a problem for him to get on there and all this stuff, and Warner Brothers was pressuring him to, he has to kind of come out and say some shit. Zack Snyder shouldn't have came on the channel then. He shouldn't have showed his ass up on there. That's just my personal opinion. If you're going to come up on something, and like Mama always used to say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. That's the way I look at it. And this fool got up on there after these guys broke down. I mean, Jeremy did, from what I heard, Jeremy was at it 100%, working behind the scenes, getting things going. Uche, set this up on his channel, brought in all these cool ass, YouTubers and guys from the team, from the Geeks and Gamers team and whatnot. And they all collectively came together for this cause and everything. And this guy comes over there and literally pisses on him. Like says, and open your mouth while I'm doing it. And that's literally what they did. Jeremy, I give you respect, dude. You guys had, kept it respected. You guys kept it professional. I get that. I couldn't have been there. I'm just being real. I would have had to leave and everything because I've been raised to not let people just stomp on me. You can't just stomp on me and think you're gonna get away with it. Don't work that way, dude. And I really respect Geeks and Gamers, and these guys have been a really cool thing for, I think, a lot of what deters the movie industry from going down this SJWG, whatever. Justice warriors, okay? Social justice warriors. I can't stand this shit. I'm stumbling my words over this stuff now because I'm sick of SJWs now. They get on my last flipping nerve. And people like Zack Snyder, who was supposed to have done this for the fans, goes and stabs us all in the back. He didn't just jack Geeks and Gamers over. He jacked over all the freaking fans. And on a good cause on top of that. If he couldn't do this, and if he's under all this pressure from Warner Brothers, then he shouldn't have showed his stinking ass up on the damn stream. He should have said, hey, you know what, Jeremy? I'm glad you guys are doing this, but unfortunately, I'm just not going to be able to do it. I'm kind of under a lot of things right now, so I'm just not going to be able to do this thing. But, thanks a lot for pushing it, helping us out and everything. But I got a lot of things under me that's, going to jack me if I come on there and try to be cool with y'all and everything. And I mean, if that's the way it's going to go down, then that's what he should have did. But instead, he was a freaking coward and he bowed down to the balls of the daggum left-wing Hollywood industry and everything and went on there and clowned Geeks and Gamers. And then with a smile on his face. Everything. Talking about, what are you talking about? Well, Justice League is about bringing people together. Bringing them together? And everything. You're talking about bringing things together and so forth and so forth. So what is the Geeks and Gamers is supposed to be divisive? If anything, Geeks and Gamers has brought in all kinds of unity of all kinds of different people and cultures. You got Latino, you got Asian, you got gay, you got everybody on there, and they all have different opinions, and they don't all agree with everything Jeremy says. Jeremy respects everybody for their own decisions, their own minds, but they work as a collective team to make Geeks and Gamers freaking go. And everything. And that's the way it's supposed to be done. And people like Zack Snyder and them, they don't get that shit. He's too busy bowing down these fools so he can make his dollars. He used people like YouTubers and Geeks and Gamers and the fan base to push his little movie out there because he wasn't satisfied with the real deal. So he was supposedly trying to do this for us because he knew the last movie didn't do so well. Everybody was talking schnizzle on it. So he was like, oh, well, let me get in there. I can't go out like that. I got to be a guy that people respect on my movies. So let me remake this thing the way the fans are going to want it. Because he knew the fans are who makes him money. Without us, brah, you don't go nowhere. And I think everybody in the industry needs to start learning that Hollywood and everything. Without us people watching your movies, you ain't making no money. We're your boss. You too busy up there kissing the butts of the motherfucking flipnicks that are paying you the paychecks, but there ain't no paycheck if I ain't pulling out my wallet, as Jeremy used to say, and freaking spending it on your freaking movie, dude. If I ain't spending my money on your movie, then you ain't seeing nothing. Period. And everything, So to me, a lot of this stuff what these guys be doing, it's bull crap. Snyder, I'm not watching your damn movie, dude. I'm just being real. And everything. I don't support people that don't support us and everything. We're out there trying to make your stuff happen. And Jeremy and Geeks and Gamers and all these cool cats that I watch, a lot of these guys, Neurotic, all these guys, man. I watch all these guys, dude, and they really put out a lot of good work, and they actually, tell the truth about something. They're not somebody that's going to bow down to the industry and say, oh, well, they're paying us some money, so let's just say something nice about the movie. No. They give the real critic of the movies. They, unlike when I see Rotten Tomatoes, and then you have the audience score. I don't look at the Rotten Tomatoes score because those are a bunch of paid motherfucking flipnicks getting paid to say something nice and everything. They don't give their real opinions and everything, you know. And then some of them is real opinions, but for the most part of them, they getting paid to do it. But the audience score, those are people that are real down in the trenches watching this shit, going, or damn, this movie was slamming. And so forth. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to look at the audience score. And if the audience score looks like it's horrible all the way across the board, I ain't going to, you can have 100% beautiful tomatoes up on there and the audience score be freaking like, 20%. I'm going to go, well, the 20% looks pretty bad. That's like low and everything. I'm going to look at them. I'm not going to look at the Rotten Tomato freaking flipnicks because they're fake. And all these people are fake, just like news is fake nowadays. I don't watch none of these news programs. NBC, CBS, CNN, all these freaking whack-ass fake news places. I don't go to none of them for news. I go to only conservative news stations now because they tell you what the real deal is, even if you don't like what you're hearing and so forth. They tell you the real deal. These other flipnicks want to freaking push a narrative, and that's what Zack Snyder's doing. He's pushing a narrative through this little interview when he first comes out. He doesn't come on and say, hey, you guys, thanks. Thanks for pushing my movie and helping it out with all the rest of the fans. Thousands of people that Geeks and Gamers and all these other YouTubers out there, they get thousands of people watching them, dude. Who do you think's going to come and watch your damn movie, Snyder? From what I heard, the donations were starting to come in big time. And then when your butt came on a damn stream, the donations went blink, they plummeted. Like maybe a few here and there was still coming in, but barely any was coming in after that. Because you had to come on there and disrespect Geeks and Gamers and the rest of the crew out there, the rest of the YouTubers. You came in there and you stomped on us, dude. You stomped on all of us, the fans, Jeremy, Neurotic, Young Ripper, all of them. Young Ripper even said something about you guys. He was up there saying, man, no, I would have said something. Yeah, I would have said something. I couldn't, this needed to be said. But he was being respectful for Jeremy and all the rest of them and keeping it professional on there, and I get that and everything. But this guy doesn't deserve respect. Zack Snyder, you're a coward, you're a punk, and nobody's gonna freaking respect you, dude. And those people stop those donations because you freaking diss they people. You diss the people that they watch and everything. I respect Jeremy and the rest of these YouTubers way more than you, dude, and everything. And I don't give a flip about you, dude. I already watched Justice League. I don't need to see it again. It ain't no big thing to me, dude. So far, so you lost me watching your flick, and anybody else that don't want to watch it, I'm 100% behind them and everything. You guys block us, so what? If you get blocked, oh well. Welcome to the party, pal, as freaking Bruce Willis saying Die Hard. Welcome to the party, pal. What comes around goes around. So that's just the way I'm looking at it. I had to put my little 2 cents in on this and so forth because I'm really getting sick and tired of Hollywood and Disney, because we don't like The Last Jedi. That was the most horrible, worst Star Wars movie ever created. Ever. And everything. That Disney Star Wars isn't Star Wars to me. I'm just letting you guys, I'm just being real. That ain't real Star Wars to me. I grew up with real Star Wars. When Star Wars was first created by George Lucas, Kathleen Kennedy, by the way. You ain't the creator of Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy. George Lucas gave you his baby and you screwed him over. Just like Zack Snyder did to Geeks and Gamers right now. So I'm just letting out a lot of steam right now on all this craziness because I think they're all a part of the same evil, democratic bullshit on the left. That's what these people are about, and that's the reason why this country's splitting apart. And he's up here talking about, oh, Justice League's about bringing people together. Oh, I have my 2 Asian girls. Then he's bringing up stuff like hate. What the heck is that all about? And everything. Like you trying to tie Geeks and Gamers up with, oh, we can't have hate. I have 2 Asian daughters and blah, 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 and the things that just happened over the past week. So what are you trying to say, dude? You got something you trying to say? Let it out, Zach. Say it all, bro. Don't be hiding behind little innuendos and all this little cover-up stuff you doing. Trying to throw out this little stuff and then say, it's just about not being around hate and so Geeks and Gamers is about hate? Do you see the panel on there? Do you see how many diversity people are on that daggone panel, dude? You guys happen to be, are you blind? So anybody that sees this stuff, you guys, start reading through the freaking bullshizzle, because all these people are about is their agendas and making their little cash money, keeping themselves on top of on a pedestal. And Zack Snyder, the first thing Uche and them say, welcome on board to Zack Snyder, the man of the hour, and everything. And then he goes and blows the whole thing by starting off by saying negative shiz. Talking about let's be you, but I made this movie to unify people. Really? Like, really? Okay. That's what you say there, Zachy boy. Sure, you believe that funky lie that you just gave everybody. That was a lie and everything. And you're a coward, and you don't know how to freaking just say, hey, Warner Brothers, these guys freaking push this stuff. They're basically getting people to come to see this movie again. You guys should be happy about that. But if you guys are going to tell me to actually go in there and crap on freaking Jeremy and Geeks and Gamers and everything, then I'm sorry, I can't do that and everything. If that means my movie doesn't come out, then my movie just doesn't come out. I'll do it a different way. You know what I'm saying? But don't freaking come out here and these guys freaking backed you, pushed your movie, and made all these people get excited. Because I heard a lot of people weren't really feeling to come back to watch Justice League. But because of the hype with the YouTubers out here who freaking hyped your shiz up, Snyder, okay, people started getting interested. I even got interested. I was like, maybe there's something to the Snyder. Maybe I'll check it out. Psst, I ain't watching none of your shiz, dude. That's how I feel. And anything Disney puts out Star Wars, I'm done with you too. If Kathleen Kennedy's behind it, don't trust me. I ain't watching your shiz and everything. Because you guys are too SJW, put too much political bullshit in my Star Wars. I like old school George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars. You guys have jacked Lucas's name up and everything. Lucasfilms, George Lucas should sue you guys for screwing his name over and everything. If anything, George Lucas needs to get his name back. But unfortunately, he sold it over to these freaking flipnecks called Disney and everything. And Disney, you guys are a bunch of freaking idiots and hypocrites. All of you are. You're a bunch of hypocrites and everything. You silence everybody. You messed over Gina Carano. And that's another reason why your shiz is going down tubes. You think people are going to be watching your shiz? I disconnected my Disney Plus. I only got it on there. I only put it on because Ferraro and Filoni were behind Mandalorian. You think I'm going to be behind anything Kathleen Kennedy got her name on? Hell no. Everything. I hope you hear this, Kathleen. I ain't watching none of the shiz that you got your name on and everything. You are a betrayer to freaking George Lucas. You screwed him in the back. You lied in his face. And you're a freaking coward too. You're freaking heifer, and you're up there talking about girl power and the force is female and all this bullshit, and then you go and fire one of the strongest women out there, Gina Carano. What sense does that make? And everything. But she don't need you guys because she's on over there doing her own thing over in Daily Wire now. She gonna be making things happen, trust me. And we'll be backing her over where she goes. We ain't backing your shiz though. Trust me, Kathleen and Zacky Snyder. I'm done with all you flipnecks. I just had to come on here and say my piece and put my freaking throw down for Geeks and Gamers and Jeremy and them. More power to you guys, dude. And if anything, Jeremy, if you guys ever see this or whatever, they just put your guys' name out there on Front Street. Now I always used to say, bad publicity is good publicity. So if these fools are out here, because right now I believe, what do they got? They got this piece out here now. If I can get on there. I don't even know if it's on there. I wonder if I can even get on here on this thing. Let's see. If my channel will let me do it. There it is. So this thing called they're out there putting this piece out on Zack Snyder rips alt-right YouTube channel Geeks and Gamers, on Justice League live stream. And I'm like looking at this shit like going, really? Zack Snyder Justice League has finally seen the light of day on HBO Max, but that's not the only way Zack Snyder made waves Wednesday night on Charity Street celebrating the launch of Snyder's Cut. The director slammed the alt-right. How the frick are you going to call Geeks and Gamers the alt-right? Do you guys see the panel here? Hello? This is diversity. Black, Latino, white, Latino. I'm saying, what the heck? And there was way more than this. There's a whole bunch of different diversities on here and so forth. And you're calling them alt-right. The alt-right, from what I understand, you guys are trying to say that that's Hitler. That's a Nazi. Okay, I never heard of Hitler being cool with blacks or being cool with Latinos. or being cool with Jews or anything. I never heard of that. Everything. But you guys keep trying to put all of us in the same category because we don't believe in your ideology. We don't believe in your narratives and everything because we believe in free thinking and we don't want to freaking follow along with your shiz. So Geeks and Gamers is the alt-right because they don't like The Last Jedi. Because they freaking call it out like it is. They call out Kathleen Kennedy for who she is. And Bob Iger and Bob Chaper, whatever his flip neck name. All these fools are a bunch of cowards that bow down to anything that's thrown on freaking Twitter. Everything. Oh, the SJWs are up there freaking crying. We better freaking make sure we don't do that. You guys are the biggest hypocrites. You freaking let that freaking Pablo, whatever his freaking name, that played the Mandalorian, flip neck there. You let him get on Twitter. He can say all kinds of shit about freaking Nazi Germany and all this crazy stuff. He can say whatever he wants on Twitter. You guys ain't got a problem with it. But freaking soon as Gina Carano says something about comparing the Nazi Germans doing what they did to the Jews, and that's kind of like what it feels like being a Republican today, because that's what you guys do to us Republicans. You guys are kind of on that narrative of canceling us out and trying to jack us over. That's all she was making the comparison about. And everything. It was just a comparison idea of saying this is where we're headed if we don't stop this shiz. That's all she was saying. And she was 100% right and so forth. Because that's who you guys, if anybody's the true Nazis, it's the Democratic Party. Yeah, that's right. I said it. You flipnecks out there on the Democratic side. You guys are the freaking flipnecks who want to be part of a diverse society. You guys want to beat people up because they don't believe in what you believe in? You sound more like these daggum terrorists from freaking the Middle East and everything. Those fools out there, you don't believe in freaking Muhammad, you're all sitting on the freaking death list and so forth. That's how you guys freaking act and everything. And you guys are not being progressive. You're de-progressive is what I see. Women don't even have sports anymore because you're letting all the men who want to be girls be on the girls team. The heck does that? How does that make sense? Freaking dudes are freaking beating all these girls. These girls can't get their scholarships now because you got a dude who's freaking 6'2", freaking dressed in a wig, freaking running track, and he's a freaking brother on top of that. I'm just like, you guys are freaking, you make no damn sense and everything. So, I'm on a rant right now. I get it. I'm on a rant. I just had to say my piece and whatnot. But I think sometimes it's got to come out, Zack Snyder, to me, came on there to sabotage Geeks and Gamers. That's what he did. He came on there to sabotage them. Warner Brothers put him up to doing that and so forth. Get on there, but you're going to say some shiz to him. And you're going to make it so that everybody freaking knows that where we stand against Geeks and Gamers, because we got to shut these guys down. That's what that shiz was about. Well, guess what? It ain't working. It ain't working. Because if anything, Zack Snyder, you just lost a viewer for watching your movie. And I bet you a whole bunch of thousands of others that were watching Geeks and Gamers are probably going, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to support this guy after all. Because he just showed me who he really is. Because once you come out the freaking closet and everything and we see who you really are, then we see that you're actually the wolf in the sheep's clothing, then that's when we know, stay away from this flip neck. He's a freaking werewolf. And that's what you are, Snyder. A freaking werewolf, and you're a coward. And I say that about every last one of you people that work at Disney as well. Any of you flipnicks that are freaking one to freaking knock Gina Carano off, and now you're talking about taking off Rosario. She's one of you guys. She hates Trump too. But you guys want to cancel her now over some stupid comment that you think she made about some transgender dude or whatever. You guys need to get a freaking life. Comedians, they can't freaking be comics anymore because nobody can joke about shit anymore. It's ridiculous. But hey, that's the world you guys want to live in. By all means, you live in it. All the people that are on the conservative side, that's the reason why we're kind of separating ourselves from the rest of the country. As you know, Texas is getting ready to secede from the country. You got Florida trying to do it. You got a number of red states, and there's 30 of them, peoples. 30. If they all start following suit, we can say split the country in half, and you flipnicks that want to believe in all this bullshit can live on that side and act like a bunch of idiots, and then you guys will be, but don't be coming knocking at my freaking door. Hey, can we come in now? Can we see the light now? No. No, that's what you guys wanted. That's what you voted for. You got Biden there who's acting like an idiot. This guy's freaking, this dude can't barely walk and everything. He don't know where he's at. He stumbles over his words. He freaking says all the racist things that you guys always say the Trump was about, and this guy says them more than anybody else. But nobody says anything. Nobody goes, oh, well, it's just Biden. Hypocrites. Joy Bear on The View, a hypocrite. Up there talking about Cuomo the other day and everything, talking about, well, we can't let Cuomo get, thrown out of office because of these allegations of women, several of them, wanting to freaking, put him down because he freaking violated them and so forth. And she's freaking not thinking about that. I thought whatever happened to listen to women, Joy? You wouldn't have no problem doing it to Kavanaugh. But now, all of a sudden, it's a Democrat, and she even admits it. If we do that, then there's going to be another Republican that gets in office, and he's going to be for all these things that I don't like, and then I can't have it. Joy Bear, you're a freaking demon. You're a demon. And you know it. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So that's all I got to say for you guys today. I just wanted to throw that out there. I want to give a shout out to Jeremy and Geeks and Gamers and the crew out there. Neurotic, Young Ripper, Ryan, all these different cats, Tyrone, you guys know who you are, Uche. Keep it going, guys. If anything, all this is going to do is blow you guys up even more. Your name's out there on freaking front page now. People are going to be like, well, Geeks and Gamers, who are they? Well, let me go check them out. If anything, Zack Snyder, you freaking actually you did them a favor and you put them on the front street. Now they're going to become bigger than what you originally started seeing. They're going to become bigger than life. And they're going to freaking oversee you. And there's going to be more and more people that are going to follow this flow of things right here. And then we're all going to be able to see the light about people like you. And we're not going to support people like you and your movies that you come out with. And when your freaking pockets are empty, you're going to be saying, I don't understand what's happening. Just remember this day, dude. When the day you came on Geeks and Gamers and acted a fool. Anyway, this is TJ Quake, yo ghetto gamer. And, well, I'm out. Peace, y'all. Yeah. Here we go. I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto gaming thing. Gonna bang them up, gonna shoot them up, right here on gaming strain. Bang, bang, blaze it on up, TJ Quake, we're busting like the 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Let's get into this, y'all. Yeah. TJ Quake, the ghetto gaming show. Yeah. Here we go, yeah. I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer, on this gaming thing. Gonna bang 'em up, gonna shoot 'em up, right here on the gaming string. Bang, bang. 1, 2, 3, here we go. I'm the man that flips on the switch, got a little itch. Tap the button on the Xbox controller. On the Call of Duty, taking you out one by one. And if you're running, then you know I'm having fun. Kicking it back, streaming really raw, gaming really hard. Going toe to toe, things that make you say, man, where did he come from? Yeah. Here we go, yeah. I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer, on this gaming thing. Gonna bang 'em up, gonna shoot 'em up, right here on the gaming string. Bang, bang, blaze 'em on up, TJ Quake, we bust them like 1, 2, 3, here we go. Now I got the itch for the Twitch, stream live to my flip. Here's a little tip, I'm taking you on a journey through the FPS, RPG, you have to do the strategy, RTS. This is TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer, hell of famer. Leaving my original trilogies always flavor. How you doing, beta? Yeah, I'm TJ Quake, the ghetto